Life sent, there's a love around for me to be keeping safe, and I won't let you down. Just let me hold you. Wishing for your laughter to land on me. And as I lay your trust, your burden, lay your hope on me. Yeah. Take this love that I got.
And if you're looking at this replay, you can just skip ahead of the music. I just started this just to start it. And happy Valentine's Day to anyone that's listening to the music.
And I've been waiting for your hunger. And I've been waiting for you. And I've been waiting for your sorrow to land on me. And I've been waiting for the future. And I've been waiting for us. And I've been wishing for your laughter to land on me. Lay your trust, your burden, lay your hope on me. Yeah. Take this love that I got. If you want it. And I've been waiting for a reason. And when you came into my life, you were the one. And I'll be holding on forever, or as long as you want me to. Lay your trust, your burden, lay your hope on me. Yeah. Take this love that I got. Hey, if you want it. Life sent, there's a love around for me to be keeping safe, and I won't let you down. Just let me hold you. And I've been wishing for your laughter to land on me. And as I lay your trust, your burden, lay your hope on me. Yeah. Take this love that I got, baby, if you want it.
Well, good morning for the ones that's coming in a little early. I was just playing a little music for a little while to get this Valentine's Day going. Hey, April, happy Valentine's Day. How are you doing?
I've
Miss
been
April? Thank you so much for
waiting
talking about
for your
Valentine's Day because we're going to talk about
And I've
this
been
thing called
waiting,
life.
waiting,
We're going to
waiting
wait a
for
couple of
you.
minutes and about 3
And I've
minutes.
been
And I
waiting,
just started this
waiting,
one a little
waiting
different.
for
I
your
said, you know what?
sorrow
I'm going
to
to put on a
land
little music
on
so people
me.
don't have a Valentine person. Or even if you're married and you're not wishing each other a
And I've
happy
been waiting,
Valentine.
waiting, waiting for the
You know?
future.
So this is
And
just
I've
going
been
to be
waiting,
amazing,
waiting, waiting
amazing
for
day.
us.
So April, how have you been doing?
And I've been wishing, wishing,
How has
wishing
life been
for your
going for you?
laughter
Have you been doing
to
a lot of
land on
lives?
me.
Or, what have you
Lay
been
your trust, your
doing?
burden.
But I stayed in
Lay
Florida.
your
It
hope
is
on
nice and
me.
sunny outside. And I
Take
had an
this
amazing
love
day
that
yesterday.
I
Amazing day.
got.
I did a vlog.
If you
And I
want
think it's pretty
it.
good. It's gonna go up tonight. And I
And I've
I
been
think it's one
waiting,
of my better
waiting,
ones.
waiting for a
It's okay,
reason.
it's April.
And when
It's
you
just that
came
thing
into
called
my
life, right?
life, you were the
When we get more
one.
people come in here, we're gonna
And I'll be
talk about
holding,
that thing called
holding,
life.
holding on
I'll be
forever,
69
or as
this
long
year,
as you
April.
want me to.
69. Can you believe it?
Lay your
I
trust, your
can believe it.
burden.
Okay, let me cut this
Lay
music
your
off.
hope on me.
I'm
Yeah.
enjoying this music.
Take this.
I was enjoying the music. I was enjoying the music, April. Look like it's just me and you. Me and you and April. But my life has been really busy. And people that I talk to now seem like almost everybody they're living in a season of just being down and out and seem like everything is going wrong um these days. So I just wanted to chit chat about that a little bit. And I just wanted to come in too and just thank everybody that have really, really supported me. And I am so grateful to the ones that support me all the time. And also my members, I want to thank you so much for just being here for me in my good times and in my bad times. Life, what they say, life is just life, and y'all, you know. So, also, I've even made me some notes. I also speak when I speak to everyone. I talk about the seasons of life. I call it the spring, the summer, the winter, the fall. And it seems like everybody is in the summertime where you're really busy, where you're raising kids or not raising kids. And sometimes I think people like me that's in the winter season of their life, sometimes we get in the summer times of our lives. And it just makes it so hard sometimes, and you can't really think because you're just so busy with everyday life. And it just keeps going and going and don't stop. And the four seasons of life, what I talk about is the spring. The springtime of our life is when we're born and when we're young and we're teenagers, chaotic years, those teenage years, and then we get in our chaotic 20s where we're making good decisions, but we're making a lot of bad decisions. And I always say in my 20s was rough, y'all. My 20s was really hard. It was really hard. So I always remember that my 20s was chaotic. And anybody that's in the chat, how was your 20s? Some people went to college, some people went to a trade school. Some people went straight to work. I went to straight to work. I didn't have any college at that time in my 20s, late 20s, about No, I did. In my early 20s, I did. After I got married, that's what made my 20s so chaotic. I got married, then I had a child, then I got divorced, and I just was not ready for that time in my life. I thought I was grown. I thought I was, at 21, 22, and found out that I really was not. I was still just a little girl. I would put at that time when I got married, I was like 21 or 20, and I would put my age probably at 16 because I came from a strict household, so I would put that as a very hard time, a very traumatic time. Not to say I didn't have any happy days in my 20s, but I just think I made a lot of wrong decisions that I made my own life a lot harder. So, and always remember too, that brain, um, that it's hey Warm Strong, how you doing this morning? I didn't get back to you because I was just so busy this yesterday. I was trying to film as usual. I did two shorts, and I just did so much yesterday, and I've got to end up editing today for tonight. So, I have a lot of stuff. I'm not going to say a lot, but enough if I had to fall back and I, couldn't make material, then I'll have that. But if I can keep going and not use that, then I'll be all right. I will be all right. Yeah, I went on a little earlier just to play some music. It's Happy Valentine's Day, Warm Strong. Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah, when I call you, it really wasn't a problem. I just was gonna chit chat about a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I tell you, I'm beginning to learn about the shorts too. Is not to make them long. Um, I know when they're really short, I want to do Big Mama over and make her really short, and then it would be better. It would go because they like even the one I put up yesterday, it was really short. So they had to look at it a couple of times and make sure that they got it all. So yeah, and I got another one going up tonight. I'm trying to think what that one's about. I can't even remember. I made so many. Um, Single moms. That's what it is. It's about single moms tonight. But I'm gonna get back on this thing called life because I had been talking to so many people, Warm Strong, that they are really living in chaotic lives on the inside and on the out. And the chaotic on the outside of our lives, all you got to do is turn on the TV. That's all you got to do is turn on the TV. And I say my new thing now is commitment to myself is not to look at TV during the day and not even turn on YouTube on the TV during the day. And I know that'll help my psyche a lot. And then I really can even get more things done. um but I was talking about the 20s at first, that springtime in our lives when we're supposed to be happy and joyful. And like I said, I was the one, and I don't know anybody else, how they went, but I got married really young. I got really in. Hey, Trish. Okay, girl, go on to work, girl. Happy Valentine's, Trish. Trish says she ain't got no Valentine, but I'm your Valentine. Happy Valentine, Trish, and happy Valentine's, everybody in the chat. Warm Strong got a Valentine, Trish. He ain't gonna tell us, Trish. he got one. And even, hey Keisha, happy Valentine's. I tried to call you one time, but you give me a call when you get a chance because I know you're busy. I know about people that work, and I respect that. I told you that. That's why I didn't call back again. But anytime, if it's later in the week, I just want to chit chat with you about something that's not important. So, and thank you so much, Keisha, for being a member of my channel. I thank you so much. But we're going to go back on this thing of life. And I had just got off talking about my 20s, and I called it the springtime of our life where we should be happy. But a lot of us, like me in my 20s, found a lot of sadness and a lot of growth. I learned a lot in those 20s that I didn't carry over to my 30s. Because in my 20s, I got married young and I got divorced within 3 years. So what I learned was that when I got married again, I was going to make darn sure that the next marriage was going to work. And I was at the coffee shop yesterday, and this guy, I guess he'd be going for his PhD in psychologist and all that. And he was talking about people being married. And he was, and I told him, all the books and everything sound good. I'm not against people going in and have someone help them with their marriage. But I just think those two people in that marriage, they're the ones that really need to work on it. And if they really care, you could say, I love you. But if you really care, oh, that marriage is going to work. Through the problems, whatever, I can honestly say it's going to work. Me and my husband been together, over 30 years, 10 or 11 years. We were, we dated. And then over 30 some years now. And, everything wasn't peaches and cream. And if I said that, I would be lying. I hear people saying their marriages, they don't have any arguments. Maybe they mean they don't have any disagreements. But I know somewhere when two people living together, oh, yeah, you're going to bump heads somewhere. But I can honestly say that I don't have we didn't have any major issues like a woman on the side or I got a man on the side. So that's another thing. But that's the spring of our life. Then we talk about the summer of our lives, and that's kind of where Keisha is, raising your children. She's got a child in college. She's working, and she's taking off a little time right now, but she's working, and her life is busy. You still got to clean, you still got to do whatever you need to do in your life, but it's so busy. It's so busy, and you can't even think. All you doing is you just on a treadmill. That's the best way to put it. In that time, in the summertime of your life, you're on that treadmill. And then I call the next part the fall of your life. It's just this thing called life. It's where the kids are getting grown now. Hopefully, if you didn't have them babies late. I don't know if nobody out there had them babies late. My son's like, he just turned 41, my baby son. And he was saying, because he had a baby about 2 years ago, he said, Mama, I am 41 and I'm still changing diapers. By that age, my teens was about ready to get out my house. And Trish asked me, did you? Yes, we did. We had a formal. Yeah, we did. It wasn't a party. It was just me and him. Yeah, we did. We were engaged for a while. Not a year. We were, it was less than a year we were engaged. I know that. So yeah, we had an engagement. I didn't have a big wedding. My first marriage, 400 people. I went to the courthouse the second time. So courthouse marriages do work, y'all. But yeah, Trish, thanks for that question. Yeah. And also, we get into the fall after the summer. Like I say, the kids are growing up. They're getting out on their own. They're getting married. Some of them having been your grandma, granddad. So you can kind of, unless you want to take on, babysitting for your grandchildren. A lot of people do that, and their lives still stay busy. Okay. Then you get to the winter time of your life, that's where I am. The winter time of my life. I don't know if Armstrong gonna say if he in the winter time of his life, but he's in the winter time of his life, and I am. I'm sorry, Armstrong. I am. And this is a time of your life where you really look back over your other part of your life and you see the good times, the bad times, the mistakes, and what you can do, to correct those. But, like I say, most of the people that I talk to, they're really having a really hard time in their lives right now, where they're losing their job. The children, one person that I had talked to, where the children, she's having a hard time with them. In fact, she has four. So, and then what, as older women, we want to try to impart some of our wisdom to the younger women. We don't want to tell them what to do. Sometimes you can't tell them what direction they, go in, but we can help guide them, and they can use it or don't use it, and don't be overpowering. And that's what I'm really working on right now when I'm talking to a younger woman, not to be overpowering. Let her make the decisions, because she got to follow the path that she's on. And, it won't be the same path that I'm on, you know. But and I keep looking at that. Keisha, did you have a long engagement? I don't know if she had a long engagement, but Keisha's been married for a while too. And when we talk about long-term marriages, it's just this thing called life. Is I can truly say happy Valentine's Day to everybody again. Um, I love my husband more now than when I first met him. And you hear other people say that. But you know what I say? Love is just a word. It's just a word. You got to show action. And action is showing you caring. You know, yeah, you're going to hurt each other feelings. That's what, like I say, when two people get in the house, that's what it's all about. We just call it the life, and we're just lifing is what it is. So, yeah, and then I couldn't wait really to come here on Wednesday. I'm really, because I only come on once a week now. And also, I want you to thumbs up, share me out, and I'll put you on my ticker tape. And Tuba Chat shared me out last week. And I'm trying to think, I'm trying to wait for the thing to circle around with all the hearts. Trish, when you going on live again? Let's see. I got my happy Valentine's, good morning world. I should just say hello world, because we're in so many different time zones. Sam, blog, trains, and more. Sam is, I tell you, if you just go over to his channel, he's gonna really share you out. And I usually only catch him on his lives, and he hasn't been doing as many lives as he used to. But I'm going to talk about to my channel a little bit. This is just this thing called life. And I was looking around the house this morning, and it is a mess. A mess. I don't know if anyone else is having that problem, but my house really needs to be clean. So that means I'm going to have to make a space for that too. And also, I started back with my intermittent fasting. And that went really, hey, D, hey, that went really well this week. Ever since, I have to look at whenever I did my video, I have to look at the date, because I wrote it down in my planner, is I have not eaten after 8 o'clock at all. Isn't that amazing? I have not, and I always say I've been doing 3 o'clock. So that's the easy part. But I've been drinking a lot more water, a lot more water. I can tell you that. And a lot less kombucha. Because when you drink all that water, you're not going to want you're not going to want a lot of other drink. So what I do when I wake up in the morning, I put what's the side what I do in the morning, I fill up this big jar. I should have had it, but it's about this tall, 32 ounces. It's a glass jar because I love glass. 32 ounces each morning. And by that night, I should be finished with that 32 ounces of water. Okay, I should be drinking more, but that's better than none. Okay, let me see what Keisha says. She said, nope. She's talking about the engagement. Nope, hubby, I met and dated. Oh, only 7 to 8 months. I was thinking it was longer. God, girl, I got you a long time, 11 years. Engaged 2 weeks and then married this Saturday. Oh my God. Happy anniversary. 22 years of marriage. Wow. You know what, Keisha? One day we're going to come up here. We're going to talk about that. Okay. We're going to have to hook up. You show these people in this chat. I know Dee's been married for a while too. So that is a 22 years. Well, happy Valentine's to both of you. And Keisha's husband is from another culture and he's African. And that's what I would love to have her up here to talk about, of marrying somebody in a different culture. Because to me, whoa, I'm just saying me, an African, that's a whole different how he was raised. I don't know if he was raised in America or Africa. My one of my best friends, she's married to an African, and they've been married forever. Okay, so I remember when she first told me she was married. I'm like, you marrying an African? You marrying what? It's like when people tell me they're marrying an island man, because I know, because I almost was raised up on the islands, so I know island men. I don't know African men, but I definitely know how island men are raised. So that's why I always say, you marrying an island man. I'm going down the chat. D said, that's good, Betty. Yes, but there's only one component I didn't do, and that's movement. I'm going to the movement. If I don't get it done today, I'm gonna get 30 minutes done today. I'm gonna get 30 minutes done today. And then by Friday, I'm gonna get at least two. I'm gonna get at least 2 hours this week. When I come back here next Wednesday, oh, dog walking around here, I'm gonna get it. Okay, so yeah, but I've been doing good. I just want the weight off. I really want it off. I want to be healthy. Even my stomach feel better. It feels so much better. D, how is your leg doing? Trish like, when I'm going live again, I don't know. Oh my God, Tommy. Hey, Tommy. I went on a little early. Happy Valentine's Day to you. If you got nobody, Tommy, I'm telling you, you're becoming one of our great supporters, and we thank you so much. You was on Trish Live, and you just bring we chitter chatter in the chat, and I am so appreciative, and I know Trish was appreciative the other day, because it makes it so much easier. Because when I came on here at first, I was talking to myself, I know, and then but you keep going, you don't stop, and finally April came on, then Warmstrong came on, then D came on, Keisha came on. Now Tommy's here with me. You can't get wrong with that. Oh, Robin shared me out too. That was another person. Robin. I'm trying to think of the other part. I'm trying to let it go by. Hey, Pete. How you doing, Pete? Oh, little oranges in love. And Tommy, I started the intermittent fasting and the thing called life. I did really good. I did really good because, I wasn't opening my window to eat to 3 o'clock. But then when I was supposed to close the window at 8, I love saying this, I wasn't closing, I was jumping out of it. So I have not, ever since I did that video, I have not eaten after 8. I've only drank water. And it's amazing. I'm more thirsty now. So So I have a big container. As soon as I wake up, I start drinking it then. And then when I go to bed. Trish says, yes, I do appreciate all the great support from girl. Trish been banging it out, y'all. That thing called life. Trish is busy. Trish work. She got her mama. She got her grandson. She got what else she got? She got her channel. That is all school. She's almost finished though, but she gonna keep going. We ain't gonna let her stop. So y'all tell Trish, don't stop, and ask Trish when is her next live. I thought it was Friday. I thought it was Friday. And Pete, I thought about scratching Pete this morning because soon as I put my thumbnail this morning, I put it in a little group, and Pete always looks at it first. He always goes over and heart my stuff. So Pete, I'm telling you, I know he gets some sleep because I don't see him for, some hours in that time, 3, 4, 5, 6. But it's just, Pete, how is your Valentine's Day? I had an early Valentine's Day. My husband asked me what I wanted to eat. He went and got it from the restaurant, got my favorite because I love Outback Steakhouse. Their hamburgers, the Bloomin' Burger, and French fries and a salad. Oh my goodness, that was so good. Let's see. Dee hurt her leg. My leg is nearly healed. Had doctors today. Another 2 weeks off. Oh, she's so glad she off 2 weeks. Stuff the mongrels. Stuff the mongrels meeting with Union to. Oh, are they trying to get rid of you, Dee? Since you got to take all that time off? Might not be a bad thing. Sometimes we think this thing called life, that bad things sometimes happen for our good. It takes us out of our agony, because Dee's been talking about her job for a long time, how she just hate to go, hate to be there. So sometimes you keep saying it and the universe hears you and it gives you what you want. Let's see. Oh boy, let's see what Tommy the Burpee says. I would drink water but no food after my. Oh, I didn't know you were doing okay. After my the 4 hour, they call that the warrior, don't they? 4 to 6 hours. My window is 5 hours, but it's less than 5 because I stopped eating before 8 o'clock. Before 8. So I just like to have that you know, that 8 o'clock instead. I've tried the 4 hours, but I think it was just a mind thing. This was a while ago. My son was doing it for 4 hours, but that 5 hour, that 3 to 8, that works for me the best, the best of the best. Okay, so Tommy, keep me on my toes and the movement. I'm gonna get that movement in. Okay, but I think, just with me staying in my window, getting the water in. So those two things, and the next was movement. Okay, we're gonna get that 3 things in this week. Oh, you're taking them for bullying harassment. Okay, I'm telling you. Okay, Tommy, I'm telling you that the jobs now, and that's what I hear the most complaints about. Even my sister being an RN, it's just hard. They don't make life easy, and I can't believe it. If they, why they don't put their self in people place. I remember one time I was working at the bank, and my kid got sick, and we had a lot of people in line. And I called my supervisor. At that time she didn't have any kids, and I say, my child is sick and I need to close my drawer off with the money in it to go, pick him up. And she's like, you can't leave right now. Girl, you should have seen me close that drawer down and lock it and left. If it was had to be in balance because she could get in it. But I'm like, you done lost your mind. And that's what I'm saying. Jobs can make it hard. Then you got to make doctor appointments around their schedule. Then you gotta whatever. And that's what I'm so happy for. being retired, I can make my doctor's appointment whatever time I want. Yeah, I do this YouTube thing. I do it. And I have to tell myself, Betty, you can do this YouTube thing and keep a clean house too. Okay. Okay, Tommy said before the Industrial Revolution, I know, Tommy, and they call that supper. I know. As I want to say as Americans, because other countries, Australian kind of follow in behind us, where we eat the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you know. And really, if you tell your doctor that you're on intermittent fasting, they agree with it, And if you're having, and I'm not a doctor, so I'm not saying, but for me, I know at my age, it makes me healthier. Even my stomach, since I started closing at 1 to 8 o'clock, my tummy feels a lot better. It don't feel full. It don't feel that yucky. I know what people out there, if you're overeating and you're just eating all day. And also, I like to say with intermittent fasting, this thing called life, because they even got medication out there to help you lose weight. All the stars and everybody, you see them getting thin, they taking that diabetic medicine. Allegedly, Oprah, allegedly. Okay, but a lot of them are taking, and that's why they're getting so small. But what I'm saying is, what is that medication going to do to your body? How long can you take it? And I'm telling you, when I went to the doctor the last time, I almost asked them for it. I almost asked them for that. Can you give it to me? But I know really, whatever you do, you have to do it for a lifetime. I say a quick diet, cutting out everything, it works for a while. It works for a while. But you really need, and I'm telling you, intermittent fasting, for those 6 years, I didn't have to worry about my weight. I was so thin. I didn't have to worry about it. I ain't even listen to nobody talk about a diet. I ain't want to hear nothing about no diet. And I was still moving too, because I was still going to the gym. And I just made a conscious decision. I'm not going back to the gym, even though I don't have to pay for it now. I'm just going to put myself, to do it. Dee said, yes, it was 60 minutes. Does bad for some people, but that's with all. I know, but it's not worth it to me to take meds to be thin. It's not worth it because I don't know what it's gonna do to my body. But a lot of reasons people think that people do intermittent fasting just to lose weight, but it's not true, because if you eat all the time, your body can't, I call it self-heal itself, is what it is. Your body always digesting food. It don't have time to do other work to your body. Get those juices going and doing all that. And it makes you feel so much better. It really does. And you just say, well, why did you stop it? Because I got sloppy with my window. That's why I stopped it. And I don't know if anybody's seen my video when I talked about intermittent fasting. And my friend told me she could really see the pain and the hurt. And she's known me for years. And that's what she was saying. You stop drinking water, because I was the water drinker. I was the intermittent faster. I was exercise. So I got the two components. So we gonna get the third one. We gonna do this. You hear me, Warm Strong? We gonna do this. He like, yeah, right. You can do it on the cruise ship too, Warm Strong. You can do it on it increases the metabolism. Yeah, it does. But also, I guess I don't look at it that way. Because I'm still gonna eat what I want to eat, not meaning eat it all at once. If I want that pizza, if I want some ice cream, if I want some, I'm still going to do it, but into moderation. And that's why I tell people, do what you can for a lifetime. Say if I went on the cruise ship, still the same thing. I'm going to eat my time at 3, end it at 8 or before, and normally it's after 8. Yep, it does, D. It does increase it. I can do. Yes, you could. You start eating. Well, you can eat whatever hours you want. Some people, which I wish I could do it early during the day. Some people do it 12 to 5 or 12 to 8. Okay, PM. I can't do it early in the day. I can't do all them hours either of eating from if I ate from noon to 8 p.m. Oh my God, I could put away a lot of food. That's a lot. Yes, you could. You open your window the regular time because you know what? Another thing, you get less hungry. Do you know what I ate yesterday? I went to Starbucks. You'll see in my video tonight. I tried their chicken honey egg sandwich. The more I ate it tasted good at first, but the more I ate it, you could taste the powdery dry of the egg. And then I had a tall, she didn't make that good either. I didn't even take it back up there because they were so busy. The caramel ribbon frappuccino, I didn't enjoy it at all. And then when I got home, this was like, 3:30, something like that. Then I got home later on, probably about 7. I said, I better make. So I didn't eat my fruit salad that my husband made. So I made a big garden salad. No meat yesterday now. Just that chicken from Starbucks. A big garden salad. And then I also ate the fruit salad. And that was it. That was it. And then water after 8 o'clock. And that's how that weight comes off, is you get less hungry and just don't eat when you're not hungry. That's just the bottom line. Yes, that's it too. That's what it is. Because the body not getting all that food and it's gonna burn what it got in there. Thank you so much. Lord, we done went. It's just this thing called life, all the way to talking about intermittent fasting. See, Tommy wanted on ones, 1 to 5. See, I would love to be able to do something like that, but I don't want to start something that I can't finish. So I think the 3 to 8 is still, I would love to stop at 5 o'clock. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would love to, but it just, I don't know. But I'm gonna stick with the 3 to 8 because that's what works with me. And I'm telling you, when I was really thin, Tommy, I never deviated from that window ever. Even if company came into town, I would drink black coffee. We went out to dinner. If it was after that time, oh yeah, you ain't gonna eat. People would get upset. Can you imagine? People would get upset if you didn't eat. Or sometimes if we got there before 8, I would just eat a dessert. So people said, you might have to eat next time. Well, no, we just won't go out to dinner after 8 next time, So even when people ask me about lunch, I say, well, can we go at 3 o'clock? But honestly, say if we went at 2, I would 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would close my window earlier. If I ate earlier, I'm gonna close that window earlier. Okay. So he said he know about ticking people off. Another thing too, people say about people fat shaming, people thin shame too. It's that thing called life. People say we fat shame, people thin shame. Because I know when I was thin, people used to really, like, it bothered them. Like it bothered them. Our old friends that had gained weight, the first thing they would say, and I wouldn't say anything about weight. The first thing, oh girl, I'm working on my weight. And I say, girl, I don't even like to talk about weight. How are you? Because if you gain weight or not. Nobody got to tell you. Nobody got to tell you. D said, I don't eat till at 3. Oh, D, my girl, 3 p.m., then 6:30. Okay, she 3 p.m. to 6:30. Then tea at 8:30. Okay, okay, okay. D, how long have you been doing that? With the intermittent fasting. I just wished I wouldn't have never got sloppy with that window, but I'm glad I hung on to that 3 o'clock. I'm so happy I hung on to that thing because it's so easy for me to get there. That 8 o'clock really wasn't hard. That first night, it was on a Friday night. I have to look at the date. But I want to do I have it on my calendar. First day I can't remember what day it was. Let's see, 3 more. Oh, I don't know. But anyway, it was on a Friday. I can't remember the date, but okay. Tommy says I call it fitness shaming. And yes, they do. They do. People do. They'll say, "Oh, you look sick. You don't look good." But you know what? It's something about that body, and even the doctors talk about it. If you're still like doing intermittent fasting, it's only gonna let you go so far, y'all. It's not gonna let you go, until say at 110. That would be too thin for me. Usually the lowest I get is 129. It usually don't go lower than that, no matter what. I don't try. I just keep, doing intermittent. But the lowest it took me was 129 is what it was. So, and then I don't weigh as much. Like with the intermittent fasting for my video, I'm only going to weigh once a month and do my measurements once a month is what I'm going to do. D says I used to get called Big D. Yeah, was 105 kilograms. Been doing, oh my God, since 1996. Oh my goodness. Well, congrats on that. I bet you they don't call you Big D no more. I saw you, D. I have seen you. But yeah, taking care of yourself. And I do take supplements too. I do take supplements. And this thing called life, a lot of people do get ill. They get sick. And I know it's so hard to, really exercise at that time. And that is the time that we really need, even if it's just stretching, moving. Because like I say, once we get older, y'all, that this thing is just hard. And Tommy says that's why we eat a great amount of protein, fats, and carbs. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you on that. Then let the body burn it a healthy way. Thank you so much because, like I say, people want to take something out the diet and add more of something to lose weight fast. But that body, I'm telling you, give it what it needs and eat in that window. Oh, that weight going. That weight is going. Now I know some medications, like what is it? Steroids cause people to, there are some medications, antidepressants, some medications do, work against you. They really do. They whatever pill you put in your mouth, they counter at what you're working on. Now I'm gonna get back on. It's just this thing called life. But I want to ask you a question. Do you think more money and more things will bring you happiness? Because a lot of people that don't have money, they're always, grabbing at different avenues to get more money because they think it's going to bring them happiness. And things, they say, if I have more things, I'm going to be happy. I'm up here looking at my Wi-Fi. Is the thing way at the bottom. I don't know. It's been going off, but yeah, here it's coming back up. But what do you think? Do you think more money and things can make you happy? I know more money can make you comfortable. I do know that. More money can make you comfortable. But I don't think it can truly bring about happiness. Um, Tommy says money can buy some happiness, but happiness is completely an inside job. Money, I say it could bring you comfort to make you feel good where you think is that happiness. But if you haven't worked on that internal, that money is going to be a short term of happiness. Like going shopping when you're depressed and then buyer's remorse, But I think this come from childhood. My mom and her family, brothers and sisters, well, brother, fought about money. And that really made me think differently, I think, than other people about money and winning the lotto. I all I want, honestly, is enough money to be comfortable, to be able, not, I didn't say rich, but comfortable, not, be able to buy what I want, live where I want, go where I want to go. I call that true comfort. You know how if you see $100 pair of shoes and you want them and you can get them. Say like the dog took almost $200 the other day. It was nice to know that I had the money to be able to foot that, So that's 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 comfort. Okay? Or if anything go out of the house, that's comfort. Okay. Let's see what D says. 50, she must be 50 kilos, 110. Well, how tall are you, D? I'm 5'5". I'm 5'5". I've never been 110, I can tell you that. I have never been. Greed has nothing to do with wealth. Yeah. They said, I heard Oprah say this. She said, if you're mean when you're poor, you're going to be worse when you get more money. She said, if you're nice, well, I'm saying this, I would assume the opposite. If you're nice, you're going to be nicer when you obtain, funding. And I know too, a giving heart. When you have a little bit more, you have a giving heart. You should have. And it don't have to be a lot of money either. It could be a prayer. I always tell people that's even a blessing. That's you don't have to give money for that. What else was I gonna say? It could be $5, $10. I hear you when you talk. Whenever that heart moves you, do it. When if it's coming from your heart, do it. Now we're gonna talk about things. Is what D. So how tall are you? Yep. Yes, Tommy. The power of blessing. I'm really, really learning that. And let me tell you another thing about this thing just called life. Things. Can things bring you happiness? I look around my home, 2,200 square feet, and I see a lot of clutter. I see a lot. I have a towel warmer. I have a face towel warmer. Well, the treadmill I need, but I have so much stuff. Just because you can get stuff, don't do it. Don't do it. I really need to clear out. The room that I'm in is big. Don't look big now, but yeah, stuff will not bring you true happiness. It'll bring a short-term happiness when I get something like open that box, like, oh. So now I find myself purchasing less. I'm not gonna say I'm only trying to purchase what I need. But it is a nice feeling to be able to buy things when you can or want to, but it's bad to overdo it. And that's what I've done. I've overdid it. And Tommy, that's a great thing. And like I say, I really honestly have pulled back, way back on because the house is clutter. And so I know what I need. I haven't bought clothes in a long time. I know I need clothes. So you're so right. Things that I need, food, shelter over your head, food, clothes, and shelter, and pay them bills. And then people say a car. They said those are the things called life, what you need: a car, roof over your head, food, and clothing. That's all we have to do for y'all cheering too. Yes, it's security. Now, I will strongly say it's security. And I have a very smart husband too that thinks that way. Peace of mind, knowing you have it, and then when it's needed. Yes. Yep. And a lot of people, they don't make that much money. And it's so hard. I know when the kids were little, I didn't make that much money. And I was a single parent with 2 children, and sometimes with my oldest son, the child support was he'll pay it, but that was the time they didn't take it out their checks, or he'll give me a bad check. But eventually it started going through the courts. And then my second son's father was a little slow, but he ended up, paying it at a point, you know. So and I saved the money that I got for my second son. I saved that, and that's how I got the house. Now, this thing called life, people will say that is the money for the child. Yes, it is. It was for the roof to go over our head and his head. Okay. But that's why I think where people look at that child support so wrong, because if the mom is doing what she's supposed to, a house, keeping the lights on, never went off, you know, that's just one of those things that child support goes to. I don't know if anybody in here disagree, the men, but I say that child support, that is included with everything. And then I know my ex-husband say, because my oldest son, his son, wore really nice clothes. And they said, this is the truth. If they said, if I could afford those kind of clothes, then they don't need to pay no child support. Go figure. Okay. I had a life. And y'all know when I get off of here, I got to finish editing for the night. Let's see. Tommy said, I see people standing in line at the stores just like they need help, but yet they have Tommy. And it's not this size either. It's those Plus Max phones. It's not this size. The one that I keep forever. I finally got a 12 after I forgot what other phone I had forever. But that 12 is going to stay there for a while. That's all I can say. But I'm telling you, they have, or they go to the store. I hate to say this, they're buying the crabs. They buy the expensive stuff. And poor me, I'm around here adding stuff to make sure, I'm spending a certain amount. But I'm happy they can buy their crabs and stuff. But by the end of the month, it's not working for them. It's not working for them. How is the weather where you're at? Because here, let me see what the degrees is today. It was a nice day yesterday. Please look at my video tonight. I think it's a really nice video. And let's see what they got. 59 degrees. They say it feels like 58. So it was yeah, a lot of junk food. But you know what I found out, Tommy, because I worked with that population, is they're eating and they're doing what they have been taught, because a lot of them right now don't eat a lot of vegetables, even people that can afford vegetables. Do y'all think vegetables is expensive? Everybody, if you don't buy frozen, if you buy the fresh and everything, I just don't think it's expensive. I don't. Junk food may be 99 cents, or a hamburger 99 cents. But for a balanced meal for your body, it's not. Tommy says it's supposed to get 70 degrees there today. Yeah, but I'm so glad all of you came. And y'all know on Monday, Wednesday, Friday at um at 9:30. I opened up this morning early. And then my shorts is at 6:30 daily for now. I'm so happy about my shorts. The one last night did pretty well. It got 1,500 or 1,700, one or the other. But what I found out with shorts, because I made a couple of them a little long, mouthy, is those don't do as well. Make them as short as you can. If you could do 10 seconds on a short, do 10 seconds. And you'll notice they'll watch it. Oh, if they're interested, they're going to watch it a couple of times. So make them short. That is the trick. Make them short. And I don't use any music or anything. It's just me, so they are to buy, but I grow most. Okay, but all food, meat is expensive. I think if you eat less meat and eat more vegetables, then it'll work for you. You know what I mean? If you want to be healthy, okay, I'll talk about supplements. I'm not going to say what I take because we don't want to write those down there, but they're expensive. I'm not going to say they cheap. They're expensive, okay? I would say one that I do take is ubiquinol, and that's like active ubiquinol, and that's like $56, $57, but I get 120 tabs. But that's just, and if you want to know what it is, ubiquinol, just, look at it. But I take that and, some other stuff. Okay, Tommy, but your health, that's the most important thing, because if you can get off those meds, some people can't, but if you can, I'm telling you, healthy eating is the most important thing that you can do. It's nearly 40 yesterday. That's your 104 Fahrenheit. 104, that hot? It was that hot? Oh my God, 104 degrees. I hope you got some air conditioning, D. I know when I went over there, my son, them, they ain't had no air conditioning. But it was in September, though, so it wasn't bad. D said we have water tanks. Ours have to have. Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that they had to have a water tank. But just a little bit, I'm going to get off in a little bit about this thing called life. No matter what age you are, and I'm going to be 69 this year, no matter what age you are, you're going to have good days and you're going to have difficult days. And I just say everything in this life is temporary. Everything is temporary. So if you're going through a hard season, guess what? That season's going to change. It always does, and it always will. Excuse me. Yes, it was hot, air conditioning on. Okay, 104 degrees. That sucker ain't turning off. Well, D, I want you to enjoy your 2 weeks off that you got. We have bushfires that are burning now, not near us. And also, D, good luck with your union meeting. And thank you everyone for coming in this morning. Please, if you did not thumbs up when you came in, please thumbs up when you go out. And again, on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is my vlog, and daily is my shorts. And also share me out. I know I'm not going to like a lot of channels now because I'm just so busy, but I'm telling you, I'm gonna be on here every Wednesday. Every Wednesday. D said, okay, thank you, because I love your emails. I love them. It's like getting a Valentine card every day from D. But and it is Valentine's Day. Just love on your loved ones every day, not just Valentine's Day. But bye, and thank you everyone for stopping by. Thank you so much. Yes, Trish, the one yesterday got 1,700. And I was saying, Trish, if they're super short, those work better. I bet you if I redid which one? Big Mama. If I redid that and made it short, it would do good. So I'm trying to think of a way to change it up, whether the title of it, and try it again and make it really short. So I'm gonna go back the ones that got usually the least they get, at least they're over 100. So that's really good still, because so so I'm gonna change up some of the names on the ones that got 100 and something and make them really short. I'm telling you, that's the secret of it. That's one of the secrets of it. So yeah, but okay. And my vlog comes on tonight at 5:30. And please stop by. This one's gonna be a little bit different. Trisha, I know you're gonna like this one. But thank you so much for coming by. Cause y'all know I've got to edit the video for tonight. Let's see. Wait a minute before I go. Tommy says some veggies give me some. Yeah, you have to be careful of different and oh my God. That bad. That bad. So most of my eating is beef. I love beef. Warm Strong love beef too. I seen him on that ship. I love beef. I ain't giving up my red meat. I'm sorry, y'all. Giving up, and I ain't giving up my pork either. I was raised up on pork. Shoot, I got so much pork in my body, me eating more ain't gonna make no difference. I'm eating my pork. Fruits and some vegetables. Okay, that's why you're thin. Okay, bye everybody. Thank you so much. And I will see y'all next Wednesday morning. And don't forget about me. Okay, Trish. Trish going live Friday sometime, y'all. Wait a minute. One more thing, and then I am gone. And Dee says, I love beef and pork and no lamb. I haven't really eaten lamb. I'm gonna have to try lamb. 69 years, I ain't eat no lamb, but I'm gone now. Okay, thanks so much. And I will chit chat with y'all later. Bye-bye.